Hello, y'all. So I decided while the stream was starting that I wanted to lower my chair a bit. Uh-oh. So let me fix the camera real quick. Okay. I wanted to lower the chair so that I can actually like scooch in under my desk because I have a small desk and I'm a small person. I'm not very tall. So I lowered it to child's height, I guess, and now my feet are on the ground and I'm able to sit back and relax a little bit. Or I can actually, like, sit straight up without it being awkward. Anyway, welcome y'all. It's time for the Final Fantasy V for Job Fiesta. I am so excited. We're gonna get started on the Fiesta today. I'm just running a normal Fiesta. A normal 4-job Fiesta. So what that means is that if you've been watching my randomizers, it's the same thing. Basically, you're only allowed to use 4 jobs throughout the game. This is not randomized though. We're playing the Game Boy Advance version. But yeah, so we're only gonna have 4 classes throughout the game. I already know what 4 classes I'm going to get. So it should be interesting. But I love doing the 4-job Fiesta. I very rarely complete them. I'm hoping to actually complete one this year. Usually I'll start a 4-job Fiesta and be super excited, and then then depression hits during the summer because it's summer depression, and I never finish it. Sorry, y'all. I have a hair trying to mess with me. And this needs to be angled down slightly further. Perfect. Alright, you can see my Space Invaders shirt now. What? Alright. We're all good now. But, I wonder if I turn this up. No. You're just watching me, like, prepare to stream whilst I'm streaming, because I did not prepare properly today. It's been a day. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get started, not at the very beginning of the game, but we're gonna go ahead and load the save file that you see on the screen. We're gonna skip the beginning cutscenes because the story is, okay, a bunch of people got together, they went to the ruined shrine, and they beat up a bird, it was in the way, and then the crystals are like, save us, and that is the story. Just caught y'all up in under a minute. We're not here for the story, we're here for the gameplay. So I'm gonna go ahead and just load this file up, this file that I always have available in advance. Because I don't want to deal with it. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna... No, we want to turn the battle messages up. And we're gonna change the color of our window. Whoa. Alright, that's good. Oh, okay. It was like, forget you. I'm not gonna turn that window. So, so the first class we're gonna get, the first class that re-rolled this time is Monk. Monk is not the class we want to see, but it's not the worst. It's not the worst class. It's not the worst of the beginning classes to begin with. Let me put it that way. So, let's get everyone's jobs equipped before we save. So, Monk is a class that you don't have to... Wow, okay. My controller is having a time, apparently. It's just like... Blah, 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 blah. But, Monk is a class that makes it so that you don't equip anything, and that makes you stronger. That works for about a third of the game. It works for about a third of the game. And then you suck, basically. The main thing, oh my god. The main thing of, having monks is not because they're a really good party. Like, they're not like a really good long-lasting class. You usually level them up to get experience up, and then you're like, alright, cool. Yeah, cool. Alright, we're gonna go put this, or not experience up, but HP up, and you're like, cool, I'm gonna give this HP boost to like my Black Mage or something. That's really all they're there for. So, yeah. First off, the pirates want some grog, so they're gonna go get some grog. Ferris is gonna go have a drink too. So, we're gonna go ahead and get our items. I actually know where items now, aren't they? Yeah, I'm new to this, so why not? Give me my free stuff. I want some early game items, because, we don't really need anything right away, but we will need money for later stuff. Alright, you guys, punch him. Like, you can tell even at this early point of the game that, monks aren't that good. Like, they're punching for like 25 damage, and you're like, oh, cool, I guess. You're like, it's awful. And there's not too much you can do about it. So, monks are gonna, in this Forged Out Fiesta, monks are gonna quickly become, not very worthwhile. We're just gonna have them do something else while the other characters do stuff. We will do some stopping after we get Ferris back. But we're gonna go through some cutscenes first. Oop. And we're gonna grab these Phoenix Downs. With our party, Phoenix Downs are going to be important. So, we have to get through the canal to get to the water crystal. But it's locked, and we're like, well, crap, that sucks. So we're gonna talk to this dude and be like, yo, fix your shit, unlock the door. Like, I'm the princess, get my stuff done. But he's like, no, there's monsters, and I've lost the key, whoa. He's just like, whatever, dude. I like how he's like, yeah, sir, I mean, I kinda lost the key, and you're like, no, you didn't, dude. No, you didn't. And then we just stay tonight, cause why not? You flex, Bart, you flex. Oh, we're actually also gonna get all the pianos this run, because we need to actually get the pianos in order to get cool stuff. Fun times. So Bart's is sad. He's like, oh, the crystals are why Dad was not around at home all the time. They aren't his burden to bear. He's like, well, he's doing it anyway, so. That's all we get so far about Bart's backstory right here. Meanwhile, Zalk is over here being a creeper. Didn't notice Bart was out of bed. What's the matter, Bart? Yeah, my parents died. No biggie. So he gives us the key, and we're like, cool. And we're gonna go wake up Ferris now, after some more cutscenes. Bye, dude. Later, dude. Alright. You also have to play the piano. Ma'am, get out of my way. I need to play the piano. Oh, I got something special. I just need to get to the piano, ma'am. Excuse me. I don't think I can deal with that many ladies on the lap at once. Can you please get off my lap? Thank you. Now we're gonna badly play the piano. Good stuff, Bart. Piano skills leveled up. Anyway, get Ferris up. We have this scene where Bart and Galoof question their sexuality. They go wake Ferris up. That happens, then Ferris is like, yeah, get out of here. I'm just like, oh, okay. Hi, Ferris. We're gonna attempt to leave town. But why, Captain? I like how Ferris has like a ponytail in their character portrait, but they clearly do not have a ponytail in the sprite art. Good old SNES incontinuities here. Anyway, Ferris is like, alright, bye. I don't care about y'all pirates. They're like, okay, bye, Ferris. Later. Alright. Now that we have Ferris back, it's a little easier to take care of items. So we can't equip anything, so we're gonna get rid of these daggers, we're gonna get rid of the knife, we're gonna get rid of the broadsword, we can't use any of it. Can't use the shield. Alright, so, we can, however, equip the shoes. Yay! Lovely. Now, we do want to get armor, if any of it helps. Yeah, we're gonna want 2 of these, not 11, 2 of these. We're gonna want everyone to have... Okay, hold on 2 seconds, y'all. I need to change my input slightly. Alright. So, we want to give him anything possible to survive. Because it's kind of funny, you get a lot of HP as a, you get a lot of HP as a monk, but you don't get a lot of defense. You don't get a lot of attack. It's just kind of lame when you think about it. It's super lame. Anyway. So, we're gonna grab some items as well. We have a few Phoenix Downs, but we are gonna want to buy some potions. More than we already got. And we're gonna buy a couple tents. We're gonna need this. We're gonna need our money later as well. So, don't want to overdo it, obviously. But, yeah, so we don't want to save over my, my slot of, you know, good stuff. But it's time to go face the first boss, after Lena is sad about something. I forgot about this scene. Lena, what's wrong? In a few years, everyone will die. I just don't understand why they think, having 3 of the 4 crystals still intact would be alright, but just not have the wind crystals, so like all the air is bad, but everything else is fine. like I don't think that's quite how it works, but you know, they're trying. They're like, alright, well we have to go find King Tycoon, and Ferris is really adamant about that particular fact. That's it, I'm in! So right, everyone has a little pep talk, great stuff, lovely. Everyone's having a good time. We're gonna save right here, so we don't have to watch that again in case we die. We could very likely die. And being... We won't have too many problems with Monk at this early point, but it is a little precarious with certain bosses, like the one coming up. So it'll be interesting to see. So like, no one, like Bart doesn't tell anyone he actually had the key. But we go to the canal anyway even though it's locked, which is kind of strange. Like why? We're gonna punch these things because we need experience. As you can see, we're not very strong. We'll kick some things because we can. The cool thing about Monk at least is that we do have counter. So we will occasionally counter physical attacks like Ferris just did. We don't have much control over that happening, but at least it's there. We do have to heal Ferris because he took a few hits. Sorry, we're still too early in the story for that. But it's kind of neat, but it doesn't really make up for the fact that, you know, this party kind of sucks. At least we have an AoE with Kick, but as you can see, Kick doesn't really do a lot. It's not the most ideal thing to use. Everyone is attacking Ferris for some reason. Good job, Ferris. Alright, everyone else gained a level. That's great. Alright. Time to fight the first boss, Carlos. Whatever. Hey, what's that? Oh, it's a sealed monster. You know, the one that the canal... Thundering typhoons! But, yeah, you know, the thing that the mayor warned us about is happening. So we're like, ah, no. We're gonna have to fight the evil enemy. Excuse me. Soldier ain't having the time. Soldier's like, this sucks, yo. Calabros. Ow. So all we can really do is punch it, but it can paralyze us, it can bring our HP down to single digits, it can do a lot of things, and it's not the best. So we just gotta hope to kill it quickly. Having two people paralyzed does not help in killing it quickly. But it is being relatively nice. This could be a lot worse, so we're gonna keep going. Oh my lord. There we go. And there's Killer Breath down. Not hard. Not too bad. We got lucky that it didn't do any tail screws or anything, because that would have been dangerous. But everyone lived, so everyone got some ability points. Unfortunately, Sildra is just like, I'm stuck, help! Fierce is like, I'll help you! And the rest of everyone's like, yeah, she'll be fine. Bye, Sildra. Farewell, Sildra. So without Sildra, we kind of don't have a way to get around. And so, Ferris kind of had the right idea in maybe, trying to help. But, yeah, Ferris is kind of upset about the circumstances of their very best friend getting eaten by the whirlpool, and then, we're just kind of, drifting along and can't do anything anyway. Ferris didn't, let us pep talk. I didn't either. I've been thinking about doing a 4-zap Fiesta run on the PS1 version. It's only that, I beat this game vanilla one time, and it was on the PS1 version when I was younger. And the translation is pretty awful. It's pretty funny as a result. But I would have to deal with the long load times. Because a lot of the, Super Nintendo, Square RPGs, they got ported to PS1. For some reason they did it, really badly, and they made it harder to play and worse. Like, yo, you want long load times on this, 16-bit RPG? Well, alright. And it's just kinda cool, I guess. Alright, so now we're on the ship graveyard. There's some decent treasure to get here. So we're gonna go ahead and grab it. Now, some of this stuff, we're just selling it. So when we get our next class, we'll be good to go. I didn't realize my little 4-zap Fiesta gun was so little. I think I originally set the screen to be bigger. That might be it. It's alright. A free dagger means free money. Yay! Now we'd rather have potions or high potions or something that we could use, but it's better than nothing. These skeletons go down pretty easily, thankfully. So we're gonna use that to our advantage while we can, cause having some easy experience is gonna be helpful. I don't know if these Calcruthals will be easy for our bunks to defeat, but we'll see. Yep, that was fine. Okay. Cool. Cool. Just gotta keep punching things. I'm just glad it's not White Mage. White Mage is fine. But, White Mage is okay, but it's also just kind of like really slow. It's great to have. It's great to have White Mage at any point beyond the very beginning of the game, which is when you have it usually. So everyone learned focus. So everyone's gonna equip her real quick. But yeah. So White Mage is great, but starting with White Mage is very painful to play because everything is really slow until you get your second class. Ugh, come on. No, you don't have it. Okay. But yeah, it's just like, oh yeah, you would be behind exactly one ability point because I did a goblin without Ferris. That's right. Yeah, it's a very slow start. Even though like the utility a White Mage gives you later is great, it's just hard to start with them and only them. And it makes for a not very interesting start. But yeah, so you know, the among start makes the earlier parts go quickly, but they'll become dead weight by the time I get like my third class, which is really unfortunate. But because of the other classes I'm getting will have some utility for them. They will probably be doing other class skill, like other classes' skills, while the actual classes do something else. That's kind of like the monk's basically just gonna like sit in the back row and do the other class utilities most likely. I already got it. Which is fine, but you'd rather have a class that can like hold its own as a class and not as like, oh well, it's a pseudo chemist or it's a pseudo bard or whatever. You want them to actually do their job, but they don't. They just kind of punch things, and then punching becomes ineffective pretty quickly. So, whoops, in an earlier cutscene, Ferris was like, I don't want to get wet, even though, like, he's a pirate, and you're like, huh, that's weird. So we're gonna have this cutscene where it's like, wow, we're soaking wet because we were underwater for like 10 minutes straight. Alden's gonna go get changed, and everyone's like, alright, well, we're men, we don't have to have privacy for some reason. Ferris is like, I'm just gonna stand over here. I don't wanna deal with y'all. So then they like start forcibly undressing Ferris, and then she punches them. Gratefully so. But we have this cutscene where Ferris is like, I'm really a girl, and everyone's like, okay, so. and Galoof's very happy that he is not gay, which is kind of rude. Yeah, like no one cares that Ferris is a woman. They're just like, eh, alright, whatever, Ferris. Like we don't care. Like you can be whatever you want to be, Ferris. It's okay. So then everyone just goes to sleep. And then we have like a nice little heart touching moment being like, Ferris is who she is. We've only known her for a day and a half, but it's okay. We know we know how Ferris is like. Like we're not gonna talk about that. We get the power of friendship, it doesn't matter. Alright, so this is not very long, and then we'll be fighting our next boss. Our next boss shouldn't be shouldn't be all that difficult with our party setup. Should be good to go. Shouldn't be an issue. Very exciting. I'm just like, I did this Asuna for Corona and I wasn't able to finish it, but god, doing the white mage stuff is very not fun. I almost forgot to grab the world map because I'm so used to the randomizer and I'm just like, let's go! And nope. Antidote, and Phoenix Down. We're getting a nice stockpile of Phoenix Downs, which is good because we will definitely need them. Our class setup this year as well, we might do an extra, what is it, an extra dungeon in the third world? There's something fishy about this place and it ain't COD. So we're gonna go through this cutscene where Siren tries to eat the souls of our party members. So that's fun. But yeah, our party setup this year might require us to go to a second dungeon, because then we get like a ultimate spell. So they got Lena, they got Barks, Fair's got trapped trying to save Lena, and now just Galoof is here like... Galoof is just sitting here like, who are you? Who's that? I just can't remember. And so all of our party members die except Galoof right here. Kind of weird when you think about it, cause like there goes their souls. You're like, ah, dude, no. Become one of us. I'm afraid I ate your souls. They're my friends. And so, with the power of friendship, Galoof runs over to his friend, slaps the ever-loving shit out of him. Enough to get their souls back, which is impressive, because their souls are clearly out of their bodies. So he just gets a whop. I'm gonna beat the soul back into you. And it works, because this is Final Fantasy V, and we need our main characters. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, here she comes. Watch out, boys, she'll turn you up. Okay, anyway. We're gonna punch her, and we're gonna hope she dies before she turns undead. Because if she turns undead, then we can't really do a lot of physical damage, and we'll have to wait until she's not undead to keep punching her. But, this isn't all that difficult. This isn't, a dangerous battle or anything. It's just about getting through this. And hoping that we can get through it before she turns undead. Nope, too late. Alright, so we're gonna sit here and wait until she turns back to human form. As you can see, we're doing, like, Lena did a lot less damage. Ow! we're gonna cure that poison immediately. You're gonna go ahead and heal yourself. Siren is also a bit more dangerous during this part. As you can tell, like, it hurts. There we go. So we're gonna proceed to punching strategy. Oh, we only need one more hit. Well, that's improved. We got this bronze armor, which we cannot use. We will sell it. Loof, you saved us! And now he's embarrassed. It's very cute. Whoa, I hate that. Alright, so we've made it out of the ship graveyard. So we're gonna head to the next city before going through North Mountain. The next city has stuff for us that we may or may not want. I don't know. I haven't done monk start, so I actually don't know what's there for monks. We're gonna take advantage of these easy to beat mobs while we can. Cause they will not be easy to beat forever. But for now, we might as well beat them up. But we're about to walk into the city of Carwin. They'll have some stuff for us, and then the NPCs basically tell us, oh, you need to get the walls? Well, it's over a mountain, so you want to go up to the top of the mountain because we saw a Windrake there. And the Windrake can get you over the walls. And we know the only Windrake left is King Tycoon's Windrake. So everyone's basically like, oh, we can get to, we can find King Tycoon and get the walls at the same time. Great. And that's basically what is happening in the plot right now. Because I'm not gonna talk to the NPCs. Alright, nothing at the weapon shop, obviously. We are not allowed to equip weapons. We want to get these items, but let's go ahead and sell what we cannot use. Because there's really no point in keeping what we can't use in a Forge Out Fiesta. So we go ahead and equip everyone with their new and improved Copper Circus. I don't know how to pronounce that. So we'll go ahead. We don't have anyone that can use magic, so we're not gonna look at the magic. Hello, sir. Hey, can you get out of the way, though? There's an item over there. Rude. I can't get my free item. Frost rods are really cool because in the early game, because you can break them and it does a lot of damage and helps you get through, you know, some of these early parts of the game where you may not have the elemental damage that quickly kills something. Monks cannot break rods. Only characters that can equip rods can break them. That is not, I need to, rest at the end. That is not, a monk. A monk cannot equip anything. So, sad times, sad times. Go ahead and rest up. And then we'll head on to North Mountain. It's another sort dungeon. It's not particularly long and it's not particularly painful. And I think the boss will be pretty easy. I'm not sure. Never done it as a monk, but I've done it with worse classes. So... oh my god, please. Please. Please let me. Alright. So it shouldn't be that bad fighting the next boss as a monk. I've done it as knights before, but they tend to have more attack power, so... because they have, like, actual equipment. But it's fine, we should be fine even at this level. We shouldn't need to grind at all until we get past the water crystal. And then we'll have our second set of jobs. Which will be very helpful. Because we really don't want, we don't want to be monks forever. It's not fun. Dun, dun, dun. No! Die! Need to readjust slightly. Here we go. So, right before I started streaming, I actually, you know, you see the little thing at top where they're like talking about the big streamers being like, they're streaming this right now, and it was like someone streaming Final Fantasy V, and they were streaming the PS1 version of it, and I was like, wow. Like Final Fantasy V on the top of the Twitch like home screen. It's so funny because, like, I was just watching it, and it was like, every time you win a battle, it goes like, yes! And you're like, oh wow, okay, alright. Like, chill out, game. It's not that big of a deal. But the PS1 version is really, it's really something. I might do a second Fiesta run this year, and if I do, I'm going to do the PS1 version. It will be very, very painful. But it'll be very fun. Because you'll get to see how awful it is. Ah, you had to miss, Ferris? Come on, buddy. God, I've been playing the randomizer so much, I'm like, ugh, random encounters. Ferris, how do you miss, like... I was about to be like, how do you miss a flying cat? But then I didn't realize that they're like flying, so that's how. Taking advantage of these level ups while we are climbing the mountain, so that we can do more damage. The only good thing about Monk is that if we master it, we'll get like additional strength, but that only works for like Freelancer and Mime, which we can't use, so you know. Bad times. But what will likely happen is that our Monk will become our Bard, and we'll sing the important songs while the Bard like casts time magic. Yeah, and that's probably what's gonna happen because like the Bard has a lot of magic power, so they can actually be like a backup mage. But usually you want them singing. But if I have someone else to sing, can't believe I just did that. Like I tried my, like I very carefully considered doing that. Apparently, I was trying to be careful, and it did not happen. That's okay, I need to use a tent while we got there anyway. When we got there anyway, so. Let's walk over all the poison flowers. Alright, we're gonna use these gold needles to get rid of these guys, because they're kind of dangerous. We don't want to really deal with them. Especially because we're kind of low on HP because of the poison and stuff. Please die, Rock Slug. Thank you, Rock Slug. I appreciate that. Alright. Now we're gonna use the tent to heal up. And we're gonna fight our next boss already, Morgana? I think her name's Morgana. Alright. geometry. My worst enemy. So then it's like, oh my god, it's my dad's helmet. And then she just gets like shot. You're like, ah. And just like this bounty hunter, like really, or name gets a bounty hunter really had things planned out. So the hunter came to hunt the lacerating drake. And then she's like, okay, cool, I get a wind drake and something to get to my husband. And it's like, hold up. That's kind of weird. Ferris is like, nah, I'm not cool with this. And yeah, things get a little dicey here. Apparently, Ferris the pirate is a very good rock climber. So she just is like, alright, got this. Ferris is a badass. So Ferris starts the battle, poison. And Mage is gonna launch a lot of, magic at us, which isn't great because we're monks, so we don't have, like, good magic defense. We want to try to get her down HP-wise before she summons her husband. I don't think we can do that as monks, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Nope. It's already too late. We still want to kill Megissa first, because she'll start healing Forza. And Forza hits like a truck. So even though we're doing half damage to her, we really want to take the time to knock her out before she starts healing him and causing additional problems. Because that hurt. And she cast Reason on him. Oh, I accidentally attacked Forza. But we don't want her like healing him, and she has a lot of MP. We can run her MP out, which is kind of like the strategy you do as a white mage, but we don't want to deal with that. As monks, we won't have the power to really survive anything like that. So we just punch things until they die. And we're just gonna keep punching until it dies. It shouldn't take long for Forza to fall. We shouldn't have to heal, and we should be able to get him down before he kills anyone, unless he takes another unlucky shot at Ferris, which he did. Ferris, thank you. This is like a random Yale cat was waiting in the background being like, I'll see what happens. I'll take out whoever's left. Alright, so we find King Tycoon's Windrake here. He's pretty hurt. And we're like, oh man, and the last thing of Windrake is over this poison thing. And then it's like, yeah, I'll just step on the poison grass. I have no self-preservation. Like, you didn't think to cut the grass down, cut the flowers down, or do anything like that. Nope. So, Windrake feels better, which is great. You're out of your gourd, young lady. And the Windrake is like, alright. We're gonna take care of this. Cause he did something silly. Then it's fine, yay! Yeah, everyone's like, alright, let's all get on the drake. Bart's is like, nah, I'm good. Then everyone very rudely laughs at Bart for his valid fear of heights. And then they force him on the Windrake. Very not nice. This group of party members, they're not always the nicest. But it's okay. Bart's is fine. Alright, so we have the Windrake. We're not gonna do much with the Windrake. It cannot go through mountains. So we're kind of stuck on this inner continent. We're just gonna go around the mountains, and we're gonna go ahead to walls. we're gonna go ahead and start the cutscenes. And then we're gonna use a little trick so that we can get an item early. It's very fun. It's also a little slow, so you know. First we need to talk to King Wallace. We're gonna be like, hey, we need you to stop using the water crystal like you are doing. And then the king's like, no, I'm not doing that. And she's like, look, I don't care if people are comfortable. Like, you need to stop doing it. And he's like, well, it's not gonna happen here. It only happened over there. And while everyone's arguing, things start happening. Holy moly! Another meteor crashes down. Galoof came from meteor, by the way. That was part of the intro that we skipped. It's an emergency! A meteorite fell near the tower! What? So they're gonna run off to the tower. And we're just like, well, okay. And that's not gonna really mean anything. But now we're able to go to the tower before it was locked off, so now we can. But before we do that, I'm gonna make a for real save. And we're gonna go get an item a lot earlier than we're intended to by abusing quick save. Quick save allows us to save at any time, however it also allows you to manipulate the step counter. You can come down here. If you come down to this basement and just kinda like mess around, you're gonna run into a battle that you cannot win. And it's very not fun. 4, 5. So I don't know the exact amount of steps that we can take before the encounter starts, especially early on. So we're gonna take 5 or 6 steps and we're gonna save, quick save, and quit, and then reload to quick save. And it leaves us exactly where we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're just gonna keep doing that until we get to where we wanna go. And then we're gonna have to keep doing it while we head out. So, this is a bit of a slow process, but it'll get us some powerful items really early on. So it's worth doing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this prevents us from getting, it prevents us from getting the really hard encounter in here and allows us to loot the chest without dying. And that is our goal. To not die. 4, 5, 6. But, yeah, this will get us, an elven mantle really early, which is a great item and will be very helpful on monk. And this also lets us get other things really early. But I also have to be careful not to mess it up, because if I do, I have to restart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not sure what speed is off the top of my head. I learned it. I'm not sure if that's time magic or black magic. I mean, it's not haste. It'd be called haste if it was haste, I guess. I don't know. We're not worried about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we still have to go to the other room and then we have to head out. So yeah, this is a bit of a slow process, but the extra money is helpful. I think speed is helpful. I think, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I think we could do 7 steps every time, but I'm not sure, so we're just gonna be careful. Better careful than to mess this up, especially near the end. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're gonna get that Elven Mantle. We're also gonna get the one in Karnak later too. We're gonna have 2 Elven Mantles. We're gonna use that to protect the important people in our party. Game, please. There we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's like a very specific way of knowing how many steps you can take, but I didn't look it up. I just know that you can do it, and if you're careful, it's not a big deal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Another quick game, please. So we're getting that knocked out real quick. Now we just need to head out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I also think you can't run away from the battle, so it's like double bad. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We are heading out. We will head out and get what we need. And then we'll head to Tower Waltz. The boss in the Tower Waltz might cause a problem because they have a counter. So, and they hit really hard. So, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So, it's kind of lame. We're gonna have to, hopefully survive. It's gonna be hard with Monk because we're just gonna be taking a lot of physical damage with no easy way to heal it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And, we're gonna have no good way to heal the damage we're getting beat up. So we're gonna have to hope we can power the boss down quickly enough so that they don't, like, you know, kill us. 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7. There we go. Good stuff. We lived. We're not gonna let that wolf man out, because then he just like takes all the treasure that we could get later. That's not very nice, now is it? Alright. With that done, we're gonna go ahead and check the weapon to armor shop and see if there's any upgrades we can grab, because we need armor upgrades. Oh, okay. We can get these Kempo Z's, which are good. We're just gonna get those, because we really do just need to keep our gear up to date, because we get so little of it as a monk. So anything that helps is gonna be a good one. We're gonna give Ferris the Elven Mantle, because she does not have anything. Eventually, we might be able to buy or find a Kaiser knuckle, and those will help. Those will help in being able to, do more damage. It's not an equipable item. Well, I mean, it's an equipable accessory, not a weapon. But it'll be able to help us, oh my god, please get out of my way. Do a little bit more damage, which doesn't really help that much, to be honest. We're gonna grab a couple more Phoenix Downs. We're gonna grab a couple more potions. We're gonna rest at the inn, and then we're gonna climb the tower. While we're doing that, I'm gonna open Inkabot. Very helpful Fiesta helper. They could tell me more about the classes I have. It might be able to tell me a bit more about what I can do against the boss I'm about to face. I don't think there's much I can do other than cry, basically. Let's see. The monk's focus, which lets you hit twice as hard half as often, completely trivializes the counter-attack mechanic. I didn't know that, so that's helpful. Before we head there though, we are going to go ahead and go back to Tycoon first. We're gonna do some cutscenes and we're gonna get some goodies real quick. The goodies will help us out this early game. So we're just gonna go ahead and get them. This is the earliest time we can go. The earliest time we can go is like as soon as we get the Windrake, but I forgot to go right away. Like, oh, you're alive! So they have this little thing where like Counselor's like, we need you, and she's like, nah, and he's like, alright, whatever. And we're gonna stay tonight and get another round of cutscenes. Lena and Ferris are gonna have a chat out here. So we have this little cutscene where Lena's like, you're my sister, aren't you? And Ferris is just like, nah. And just leaves. Ferris ain't happy about that little thing there. So, you know, this part of the game is actually completely optional. So you can miss that little scene right there. And oh my god, get out of my way, old man. Like, please, sir. But yeah, you can completely miss that, and you know, things will get revealed later, but you won't have all the nice little hints. Elixir, Phoenix Down, Maiden's Kiss, Ether, nothing there. So we get a bunch of nice items. The elixirs are going to be really helpful, because we're not going to have any good way to heal throughout the entirety of this game. So elixirs can be a good, like, emergency heal. Because we really don't have much else at our disposal in terms of healing. Cottage is also helpful. Cottages. Those are money savers. We are probably gonna need some money throughout the game. We're not gonna need a ton, because we don't have Samurai as a class. That's the only one where you really need a ton of money. And we'll be getting to a point where we'll be getting tons of weapons and whatnot. So, the Chancellor gives us a healing staff, which is kind of cool. If you have a staff wielder, you can use it to heal instead of do damage. That also means you have to remember it's equipped. I've had more than enough times where I forgot I was equipped and it healed the enemy instead. So that ain't great. That ain't great. But a lot of things in the Forged Out Fiesta, you're gonna be selling a lot of weapons and a lot of armor. And you're not gonna be buying a lot, so money isn't usually a problem unless you have Samurai, in which case you'll be throwing money a lot. And money can become an issue very quickly if you're not careful. We do not have Samurai, so... so yeah. Alright, we're gonna head into False Tower. You see people got beat up. If you talk to them, they're still alive. They'd be like, oh, we don't know why Garula's acting this way. So you know that, like, Garula is a dangerous boss. And I just learned this a couple days ago. You can actually, like, there's actually stairs, and I didn't know that. I thought I was never able to figure out how to get this gosh-forsaken chest. Like, I did not know. So we're gonna clear out the tower before saving. And then we're gonna use a tent, and then we're gonna run up and do Garula. Like the guide says, we're gonna use focus in order to make sure that we don't die. Because we'll hit more often, or we'll hit harder, but we won't hit as often. So we won't have as many counterattacks running at us, which is the main problem with Monk. The main problem with Monk was that if we're hitting too often, we're gonna get countered too often and it's gonna hurt. We're gonna get our treasure. Oh, this one doesn't have any treasure. We're gonna get our treasure, and then we're gonna walk back down and save. Most of the things that we're getting we're not gonna be able to use, but hey, we got it. That's the important part. Alright, getting some levels, that's important. We are pretty under-leveled for this part of the game. We're not even level 10 yet. Which is fine. It's fine because we're monks. If we were white mages or thieves or something, the level difference would be pretty bad. But we're not, so it's okay. But getting this, these extra little levels in before we get them to the boss is gonna be helpful. Just for survivability, because every level does give us a fair amount of HP as a monk. So, you know, that's good, because we need the HP to survive because we don't really have good gear, but we have to be in the front row to do damage. So, you know, it's kind of a whole thing. Alright. go ahead and use a tent and save, and then we will start our next boss. And after this, we'll get our second class, which is very exciting. Need to actually save. We've only been going for about an hour, so this is being at about an hour mark, and you know, and already being at the water crystal is a pretty good pace, and that's good. It's definitely because of our starting class. Since all we do is punch, it's not really a concern too much to walk through areas and just punch things until they die. Now before we continue, I have to take a moment to equip Ferris with focus, because C did not have it equipped like the others did. And we're just going to use focus in order to hit Garula less, and so he counterattacks less. And everyone loves Garula, and Garula's like, whatever. Uh-oh, here it comes. So, yeah, just that was a lot of damage. So we're gonna use focus with everyone, so that we can hit harder, but not do 2 hits. So, he won't counterattack as much. We still have counter going off. Okay, we still do the 2 attacks, which is kinda lame. Ow. But, with the amount of damage we're doing, we should be okay. I'm getting a little worried. But we'll see how it goes. He's already a fair amount down, because he is doing 2 attacks at a time. We just have to have Bart actually kill him in this 1 attack. Wow, okay. Do I get to attack Garula? Oh, nope. Oh, man. A definite train wreck waiting to happen for unlucky and unprepared fighters. I know we actually got pretty close. I could tell from the amount of damage we were doing that I was close to beating him. But it did seem like I got a bit unlucky. I'm gonna run away from these battles. Guess we're not gonna run away from these battles. Alright. Alright, let us use some potions to heal up. And we're gonna do that again. If it doesn't work again, we are gonna take a little time to grind so that we can do a little more damage, because 1 or 2 levels will probably make the difference here. Ah, crap. We get to equip Ferris with focus. Ferris is gonna heal people. Oh, that was nice. Good job, Lena. Wow, okay. Alright, focus on Lena, I guess. Yeah, Gorilla does a lot of damage very quickly. It hurts a lot. use a sparks. I think we're in better position this time. Yeah. Let's see if focuses go off. There we go. Very nice. Alright, we just had to get a little lucky. Those 2 criticals really made all the difference. I'm like, oh look, the crystal! It's gonna break anyway. Yeah, so, so this knight is like, oh, Galoof, I'm sorry, we couldn't protect the crystal, and like... So he doesn't know who he is still, but the soldier died and couldn't tell him. It's time to grab our next set of classes already. Very exciting, actually. So this time around you get Time Mage, you get Berserker, you get Red Mage, Summoner, and Mystic Knight. And then bad things start happening. And you're like, ah, no. I brought a toy mouse and didn't bring it close enough to me. Close enough to me to actually throw it. The cat. Quite a silly cat. So we tried to get out of the tower, the sinking tower in time, but we're unable to because, you know, it sunk. But Soldier comes to help us. Soldier, you're alive! Right, so, Soldier's actually gonna die this time. Soldier saved us, and then it's like, bye. So, yeah, Soldier's gone. Sad stuff. You can actually get Soldier later on as a summon, and Soldier's the most powerful summon in the game if you boost the elemental damage, which is really interesting. But, Soldier the Dragon is dead. So, our next job, because we got a new job, yay! Our next job, that we got for the 4 job Fiesta is Time Mage. Time Mages are pretty cool. They have a lot of cool stuff happening. They're actually mainly support, but they also have some powerful attack magic that we won't get until later in the game. But, they have haste, they have slow, stop, they got float, which is helpful in its own right. They can equip both staffs and rods, which is very helpful. Because if you can equip staffs, you can break staffs. If you can equip rods, you can break rods. And that's going to be our main source of damage for most of World 1, is breaking rods. So, that's going to be helpful. So we actually don't need to go anywhere for the next cutscene. We're just gonna hop into the meteor. We don't really need to talk to anyone about anything. We just literally jump in this teleporter. And everyone's like, where did Barts go? And everyone just jumps on in. No one cares about where it might go. You do normally go back the walls during this point, and then the game points you in this direction. Like to go back to the meteor and figure out like maybe they're connected in some way. However, like we don't need to do that. We can just go into the meteor and head on over to Karnak. Now we don't have any time magic right now, so there was no time magic available in Pulse, I don't think. I didn't actually check. So we're gonna turn Lena back into a monk for the time being. Because we don't really have a reason to have 2 time mages when they can't do anything. We do have to have one. Because it's how the Forged Out Fiesta works. But there's no real use in having everyone be a time mage at this moment. While we're walking to Karnak, we're going to spend as much time in the woods as possible, because we want to fight wild knacks. Wild knacks are pretty easy to beat. And, wow, I forgot everyone's HP was really low. They're really easy to beat, and they give us a lot of gold at this point in the game. I think it's around 600. So, that lets us, get some money, because we're gonna wanna do some shopping in Karnak. We will get one item at 75% off. Just one. And we want to make it the most expensive item that we need. Let me use a tent, because I forgot that everyone's kind of low on healing, or on HP. But yeah, we want to fight the wild knacks, and we want to get the money from them, so that once we go through the stuff in Karnak before going onto the steamship, we can get the equipment that we need to get by. Because we're gonna need to gear up our time mages, or one-time mage. I think we're only gonna have one-time mage for a while. It's kind of hard to justify a second time mage. Especially when I'm trying to just pump things to death, so. So, we're doing pretty decent money-wise, so that ain't bad. And we're just trying to fight all the wild necks that we can while we're here. So, it's super helpful. There's gonna be like a number of cutscenes that we go through after we buy one item, so not very interesting, but also like not really much going on, so not overly worried about anything bad happening. Oh, we get 625 gil per, and the experience ain't that bad either. Now, when we're out of the woods, we gotta fight these zoos, which are not hard, but also, like, not really what we want to fight. You can steal elixirs from them if you were a thief, but we're not thieves, so. We're gonna go ahead and wipe the zoo out. Oh, I got one as a drop. Well, that's really nice. That's not very common. So we're gonna go ahead and save real quick. Not because we have to, but because I like being in the, like, habit of doing it. So we can't go in the magic shops, so we can only go in the weapon and armor shops. So what we're gonna do is buy a rod. These rods are usually 750 gold a piece. but they're on sale. We don't know why they're on sale. But they cast Blizzaga. Or, yeah, so they cast good spells, so we want one. So we did buy that one item before getting arrested. So we got arrested because we came out of that meteor, and people think our monsters are coming out of the meteors, so they're like, okay, well, you're a monster. We don't like you. So they threw us in jail. And there's nothing to do right now until the person's jail cell overdoes something. And so we're basically sitting here and waiting. Until they do what they're gonna do. Horse feathers. So this is Sid. He messed up and did not break out of jail correctly. So then we laugh at him because we're not very good people. Then Lena just like accuses him of being a bad person. Yeah, that was a bit rude. So Sid feels bad because he made the machines that amplify all the crystal's power. And he was like, oh, it just seems like a great idea to amplify the powers because they used to do that. And then he did that and now the crystal broke. And you're like... So he's locked up because, like, he learned about what happened at the other crystals and he went to Queen Karnak and was like, we have to stop it. We have to stop the fire crystal amplification thing. And the Queen was like, no, I'm gonna throw you in jail. Because she's not very nice. And we explained that, like, we're the Crystal Warriors, blah blah. But everything gets interrupted pretty quickly because the Chancellor is like, bad things are happening. So the fire crystal's already cracking, and they try to turn off the amplifier, but it's not stopping. And he's like, yeah, sure, I'll help y'all as long as these guys get out of jail too. They're in cahoots with that werewolf. Yeah, so, the fire-powered ship is an interesting one because, like, after we do that, we'll have a timed escape sequence. And it's not hard, but it's not easy either. And you can see there's like a bunch of fire everywhere around the ship. Everyone thought that was super alright. Like, oh yeah, no biggie. Just, you know, stuff all around the ship. Or all around the castle, it's like fire everywhere. Like, that's super normal, right? And so when we come back here later, there will not be fire everywhere, and we will have a limited amount of time to grab the treasure that's being guarded off. So, oh no, it's the werewolf! So, we get to see the werewolf. They're like, no, we don't like you, Mr. Werewolf, and try to set him on fire, and he leaves. For some reason, they just don't like werewolves. Was the music duplicating? That was weird. Okay, anyway. Now we can stop freely, which is great, because it's time to get some time magic. So we got gravity, stop, haste, mute, slow, regen. Regen is nice. It's not gonna help us a ton. But anyway, we're gonna get all these spells, because there's no reason to really save money like that. Regen can help us stay alive slowly, so if we're like not expecting to get really badly, like heavily hit, we can use that to survive. Mute can be helpful on certain bosses. Gravity is kind of interesting. We might be able to use it, we might not. We can stop certain enemies. Haste is always super useful. And slow is kind of actually. It's not really that great. But the real thing that we want is to buy some rods so that we can break rods while we're in this first world. We're gonna want several of each elemental rods so that we can use it against various bosses. And just take advantage of the ability to break rods. So we have one frost rod right now, it's equipped, and we got one thunder rod. We're gonna want a few more frost rods. And as you can tell, they're pretty expensive. We kinda wanna get 5 of these to start with. We'll probably be back later to buy more, like after the initial 5. We also do want to get silver plates for the monks and plumed hats for the monks. So we have to, before we go into the steam ship, we want to stop and take a minute and grind money. So that's what we're gonna do now. We're gonna fight some wild max, and we're gonna get some money because we need more rods. We need to update our equipment because like we're not going into an easy set of 2 dungeons, and it is a set of 2 dungeons straight with 2 bosses in it. And we want to be ready. We don't want to get in there and then start having trouble. So we're going to take the time to grind money first before going in there. At the end of this grinding session, we're going to probably take a little break because it'll be around the 2-hour mark by the time we get the money we need. Because we're at about an hour and 40 minutes, so I assume this grind will take about 20 minutes. Thankfully, the wild max are not hard to beat or anything. They're not particularly dangerous. We just gotta knock them out. Using kick may also be something I want to do instead of punching one at a time. We'll see how much damage kick does. See if we can use that instead of actually punching to make this go faster. Yeah, that ain't bad damage. Alright, we'll just do kicking instead. Whoops, you're a time mage. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, so let's actually... Oh no, he doesn't have... Galoof doesn't actually have, kick. Kick is a higher... You learn kick for all the other classes, when you level up monk a bit more. Which by the time we get it, we're not gonna need... we're not gonna be needing to kick. But, it's alright. Alright. And we're just gonna do this for a while. We need a variety of things. This is far from ideal, so we're just gonna run away. There we go. Yeah, we don't want to deal with the back attacks, because since we're in the back row, it makes it really hard to just kill them. And they get their first hits. There we got level. That's great. Yeah. I mean, we also get experience during all this, so it helps in a bunch of ways, but the main reason we're doing this for is gold, so. Getting time Mage levels is great too. We're definitely gonna want multiple people having time magic eventually. So the sooner someone starts getting that time magic up, the better. I'm gonna keep going until it's like not. Until we need to like take a rest at the inn. A very interesting part of the run, I know. Yeah, basically the only thing that's gonna cause us damage is the back attacks. So we're gonna be able to grind money for a while. We'll stop and get to like 10k, or if we have to rest at the end. And then we can figure out how much more money we need from there. Of course, before the timing. Alright. The grinding is going real smoothly, so that's great. We're gonna buy the equipment first, or the armor before the rods, so that we can get a better idea of how much money we need left. So I'll be able to buy the new equipment and then sell the old equipment, and it'll be great. Good damage there. It's a shame how much monks tend to like not be good after by the time we get to like Ranka. Some major same there. Alright, got another level. Let's go get our new equipment now. Getting impatient. Alright, let's get clean hats and these 3 silver plates. We will get 2 silver armlets, not 3. Alright. Quit. Optimize. Optimize. How do you not have the elemental? Alright. Now that we got everything equipped, we can sell whatever we can't use. Can't use katanas. Alright, so this helps a lot. We have 6 frost rods and 2 thunder rods, so we need 3 more thunder rods and 5 flame rods. We might be able to get enough right now. 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, cool. We had enough money for everything. We're gonna need more than 5 of each rod eventually, but even for this even for this early part, we really only needed frost rods. This helps us get set up for a couple of bosses. And then when we get the airship, we can come back later. While we're here, though, it's time to play a piano. I think I forgot to play the one in waltz. I don't know if there is one in waltz. So, well, we'll go back there eventually. It'll be fun. Alright, so we got another piano down. Great stuff. Gonna rest at the end and we're gonna go through the steam ship because it's not quite time for a break yet. We might break right before the boss of the steam ship because after the steam ship we have the timed part and we can't really stop that, so but we're making a pretty good, we're going at a pretty good pace here. We're gonna have our third, we're gonna have some of our third jobs. We're not gonna have all of them right away. I don't know if we get barred right away or not. We'll learn though. Hey Vaughn, it's going good. Just working through my 4-job Fiesta. About to get my fire crystal stuff. How's your Fiesta been going? First job, fire jobs, hunter and bard come later. Darn. That's alright. But yeah, things have been going smoothly so far. Cause I have the monks, so they're not doing too bad right now. Yeah, soul cannon ready, dang. Yeah, I'm excited about how quickly this is going because a lot of 4-job Fiestas I've had in the past, I'd get stuck with like White Mage or Thief, and those are great. Well, White Mage is a great class later on, but early on it really hurts to not have good damage, and Thief is just difficult to deal with. So having a class that can just like punch things has been very helpful. I'm hoping to at least get the soul cannon tonight, but I am feeling pretty tired, so we'll see how I feel at the 2-hour mark. Got Phoenix down. But things are going pretty smoothly so far. Just gotta stock up on hippos, seems to. Oh yeah. Oh no. One of my monks can no longer see. I love the little sunglasses though, so cute. I don't know if I actually have any eye drops. Nope, I don't. Whoops. Big whoops. Well, we're just gonna keep on going. I don't have Sakura. Is Sakura focus? I have focus. Focus is very nice. I have it equipped on everyone that's a monk. I did have it equipped on the time mage, but then I like messed up and actually used it, so I took it off. Oh right. I don't actually have Chakra yet. Yeah, they're I think that's next level. But I do have focus. Focus is great. No, I don't have Chakra yet. I forgot completely about Chakra. I might not care about any of the stuff in this dungeon. I might be making a mistake. Yeah, I think that's the next level, is Chakra. I'm like right next to the save point anyway, so it's just getting through that room. Yeah, so my party this year is Monk, Time Mage, Bard, and Chemist. So I have a really good party actually. Definitely gonna make a lot of the game pretty easy. I have to like, yeah, it's gonna be a really good party actually, but I have to look up like a chemist time like table again. Yeah, I did all my job roles immediately. I don't like waiting because usually I'm playing on stream and then I don't want to like wait for a response because I'm impatient. Why am I fighting this battle? So I just rolled them all immediately. Yeah, you punch him, Lena. Show him who's boss. Yeah, with Chemist and Bard, I can make Monk that actually kind of useful. Which is great. And then with Time Mage, I can get Meteo, which can help a lot. I have a pretty good party, basically. Which I am happy about. Because Monk is pretty useful for the part of the game it needs to be useful in, so that's good. Alright, we're gonna... Yeah, I could theoretically do Triple Crown. I've never actually done that before. But I mean, why not if I can? Alright, so before we fight the queen there, we're gonna take a 10-minute break so that we can get up and stretch, get water and whatnot. So, yeah, gonna take a short break and I will be back. Alright, we are back. Didn't know about it confused me for a second. Alright, welcome back, fam. You are right. Shinryu would be free with this party setup. I might go for Triple Crown. But for now, we need to beat up Queen Karnak here. I took the break to pull up a map of Karnak Castle. Even though I think I got it down, like, I don't need to grab every chest along the way, because the monster's infidels. Thankfully this boss is not hard. Either I punch it, or I use a frost rod on it. I don't want to punch it until tornado form though, if it enters tornado form. I thought I made 2 and 2. Didn't really think about that. It's okay though. We're gonna break a frost rod on it real quick. And it's gonna blaze. And we're gonna punch it real quick. Wow, I missed twice. Okay, I just can't hit it. Got it. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna want those 2 items. That was very rude. Alright, we're gonna use another... Did I actually use it? There we go. Another frost rod. Yeah, I'm probably gonna want those 2 items. There we go. There is... That was easy. Definitely gonna want those 2 items. At some point I'm also gonna want to grind out turtle shells. Yeah, no hand is good. Hand was the one I needed to punch, so it worked out well. So Queen Karnak was controlled by something. He's like, please save the fire crystal, but I'm sure we've all realized by now we ain't saving any crystals, so we're gonna go watch Crystal have some issues. There's a werewolf just like punches through a wall, which is very impressive. And he also recognizes here. Everyone's really like racist against werewolves. I don't know why. But it doesn't matter. Because the soldier was also controlled by some mysterious evil power that goes ha ha ha. I love how like cheesy this story is. The switch is broken. Oh no. Like how we just like yell out werewolf. Like I'm sure he has a name, Bart. Like so our buddy here doesn't really make it. He tried though. Werewolf. I don't know. Where is no, I thought doing it with all the cutscenes would be novel, but I'm already like, why did I do this to myself? To the crystal satyr, the werewolf is gone, and we're sad. But then we realize, oh no, the castle's gonna blow up, which makes only a little sense. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and heal. We're gonna go ahead and save. Oh god, the timer is making me freak out. Okay. We're only gonna get a few chests. We're gonna get the one here because it's not guarded by a monster. And then we're gonna go get the second elven cape, and we're gonna get the main goss. You're right, dagger. So those are the only things we're gonna get, because this stresses me out. All the monsters stress me out. Yeah, I should be able to clear out all the chests, without an issue. I just get so stressed out by this timer. That I'm just gonna grab the important things, and then like, maybe the stuff on the edges. Take this, flee. Good job, dude. But I don't feel like fighting all the monsters. Ooh, yeah. That is super stressful. I'm a little worried about that. Even though I have monks, I should be able to punch everything without an issue. But it's just so stressful. Yeah, well, one of the two chests nearstairs is Suna, so that's not gonna really do much. But I forget which one it is, so I'm just gonna grab them both anyway. Guy too. Oh, that didn't do any damage. Oh, why did I do that? Yeah, you punch Galoof. You trying, buddy. Oh, near the stair. Oh, gotcha. I should probably get those. Come on, Lena. Move it along. Ah, there's Chakra. There's Elven Mantle. So the one nearest to them. to the outside powers. So, yeah. Nah, that was a monster. That's alright. Not too stressed for time yet. That's real annoying though. Yeah, I mean, elixirs would be nice, but also, like, not necessary. I think Goliath Paladins are pretty useful for later. Yep. Rude game. It's really rude that they have random encounters in here too. Even though they're not hard at all, it's just like, come on, game. Alright, let's go get that dagger, and then we're gonna head on out. Yeah, I got that one. I do have a bit of a stream delay. Die. Oh. There's multiple things that comes here. Yeah. Just twits being twits. Ferris. Why? I'll punch you, Ferris. See how you like it. Did it work? Yes, okay. Action achieved. Yeah, I really had to miss Ferris, like... Starting to make this a little stressful. Good job, with your 10 damage. Alright. Now we can get out of here. Don't really care about those treasures. We are not saving the puppos today. Well, actually, I might be able to. No, the puppos are gonna die. Never mind. I forgot the rod breaking attacks everyone. No Iron Claw today. 0 Iron Claw. Okay, so the castle blows up because... question mark. We don't like Iron Claw unless we're blue mages. Goodbye, Bard's yeah. So we get Beastmaster, we get Geomancer. Alright, see you in a bit, Vaughn. And we get Ninja. These are 3 classes that we will not be using. So, at this point the game's kinda like, alright. You have to go find the last crystal, but no one really knows where it is. So, you'd usually talk to the Queen of Karnak in the hotel, where she's like, oh, that I was controlled and you need to go find the last crystal, but doesn't really help us. And she's like, but now you can go to the Library of the Ancients, they can help you because they're a bunch of smart people. And we're like, alright, cool. We're gonna go ask the smart people for help. Wow, that was just enough to kill him. That was really rude. That was really rude. But, so yeah, we're gonna go to librarians to get someone to help us out, and we're like, cool. I think we also might talk to Sid, and he's all depressed, and we're like, oh, we learned he has a grandson, and, he's a library ancient too. I forget what exactly makes him go to library the ancient, but it's a thing. But we're just going there now. We don't need the storyline prop, I don't think. I'm gonna be really upset if I need to actually talk to someone first. You don't want to get any encounters in that desert. It is very dangerous. We are eventually gonna want to grind out these turtles that we're seeing right here. We don't need to do it now. We will probably do it at a late we will probably do it before the flying ruins, so that we have all 4 party members while doing it. But here we are. We're at the library deans. I'm actually kind of worried I had to do a story trigger first, but damn. Let's talk to some. They're all running around. Oh my god. Basement stacks have been overrun by monsters. Like, oh no. That seems stuck. Well, why, I used to be reading right now. We get free healing here. We learn a bunch of random stuff, but we're gonna go into the basement. We have to get mid with Sid's grandson. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do that. We're gonna go through this basement, which is monster infested, which is a bit weird. They should probably do something about that. This place is actually very dangerous if we're at the wrong level. If we're in a multiple 5, we get level 5, like, death and get killed. So we're level 13. So as long as we get out of here before we get to level 15, we'll be fine. I don't really plan on getting a bunch of level ups, so, we should be okay. Ow, dude. We're just gonna punch the books that come at us until they, stop attacking us. This seems to be taking a while. We're gonna run away instead. This is worth the effort. We have no reason to keep a brave blade around, so we're beginning chicken knife this run. So before we can get through that area right there, we need to get Ifrit. So, beating Ifrit's gonna be pretty easy, because, all we need to do is break a couple frost rods on him and punch him. So, you know, good stuff. This is why we needed all these frost rods. We'll be using the flame and the thunder rods later. But Ifrit's like, yeah, I can help you out. If you beat me, you can summon me. Which, he's a really good summon, but, we don't have the ability to use summons. So, yeah. So we only need him for the story. Because we need him to get past the bookshelf that's being a jerk. But basically we have to do this, and kind of like our introduction to summon in a way, which is kind of weird because we got summoned a while ago. That's to do it for Ifrit. Yeah, it's definitely enough, dude. But yeah, he's a pretty good summon, but we can't use summoner, so it doesn't really matter if he's good or not. We get a flame scroll with the ninja throwing item, another thing that we cannot use. We get a lot of things we cannot use, and then we sell them. Really, game? Preemptive strike sounds like a good time to run away. Alright, so we're gonna use this to continue through the area. Cause like, this book's up being a jerk, and if it's like, oh, I will set you on fire. Pretty funny. Oops. I just kinda wanted to run. It's not really anything worth fighting in here. It's all kind of just a big pain in the ass, honestly, to fight. So it's just easier to run away. Besides, we gotta like get our runaways up so that our chicken knife's really good if we intend to use it later. I'm not sure how much we're gonna be relying on stuff like that, like chicken knives or anything like that, but it's good to have. Chicken knife is like super duper powerful, but you do have to deal with the fact that you might try to like running away, which is not great. Alright, we're ready. Okay, we don't need to beat this guy up either. We actually don't need to fight him, to my knowledge. We just run away and walk through. Alright, so we're gonna use a tent to heal up, and then that's the needle. And then we'll be fighting Biblos. This one we get to use our fire rods, so we're actually gonna make a second time Mage, cause it's about time to do that. Cause we do need better rod snapping abilities, or additional rod snapping abilities. So Duluth and Lena will both get a flame rod. And Lena has something to equip. Sorry, Lena. So that's what we'll be able to do, is snap a few flame rods over his head and on. It's good, because I want to get the bard. What's that, dude? Stay on your toes! So Mid's just sitting here vibing, and like, there's just like a boss right here. You're kind of like, what are you doing, Mid? Oh no, protect. No way I can get around that. So it should only take 2 flame rods. There we go. Not hard at all. So now we got this done. He's like talking about some kind of master and we don't care. Hello MJG, sorry about that. The run is going well so far. We have a pretty good party set up this time around. How are you doing this evening or other time zone? But, alright, we got Mid. Mid was not paying attention. There was a whole battle going on behind him and he did not care. At all. He's just like, alright, let's go through this door. Getting a little more done on your end. What party did you end up with this year? I don't know if you know your whole party, but I'm just wondering what everyone got. It's always exciting to see what people are doing for the Forza Fiesta. So everyone thought like Mid was kidnapped and he was just like reading a book. But we also need to get Mid to be like, hey, your grandfather's really depressed, so you need to go talk to him. Ooh, Monk is good early on. It makes the beginning part really easy for the most part. Summoner's also really good. I had Time Mage for my second one, and my third one is Bard. So I'm getting a really good party set up. So it's very nice compared to a lot of the previous years where I would get parties that were really slow to start with, like White Mage, Thief. Those were they're good parties, don't get me wrong, but they're not easy starts. So it's nice having a quicker start, even if Monk falls off really hard. But you know, just being able to kick or punch things is nice. We don't really have a need to fight anything right now. Alright, we're gonna do a quick save manipulation real quick in hopes of not fighting in the desert. The last thing I want is to fight anything in the desert. Do not. Alright, good. So, we're gonna go back to Karnak, be like, Sid, snap out of it. Build a ship for us so that we can, like, go anywhere. Like, please. I need to stop punching with my time mages. I also need to put Lena in the back row. I don't know what I'm doing. I did not mean to use that item, but it's okay. Damn. Hit me, dude. Rude. Alright. Let me fix my party, because things are a little funky. We're gonna get back to Karnak. We're gonna restock on our rods, too. Get it back up to 5 apiece after we're done talking to Sid here. This is not where he is. I've been messing with the randomizer too much. Just thinking things are where they're not. Oh. Nope. Sid is drunk at the pub. Pub is over here. Alright, Sid. Pull yourself together. But I'm sad. He's sad. Then Mid comes along and comes to beat him up. What are you doing? So, yeah. Yeah, so where's the Earth Crystal? I don't know. So, their plan is to get the fire-powered ship moving again. So that we can actually, like, go out into the world and try to find the last crystal. Because no one really knows where it is. Which is great, but we are gonna immediately lose the ship, because we are not very good heroes. Like, we can, do some stuff before the next story beat, but we're gonna quickly get, pretty quickly get, an airship as opposed to a normal ship. So, I might as well wait. Alright, so we're gonna refresh on our rods. We're gonna get another 2 thunder rods. 6, 6, 6, 6, money. Very nice. That's all we're gonna do here for now. How's everyone days? And gonna go through this cutscene. I think we get free healing. Who's the guy? We'll be getting our bard soon, and we'll start getting some nice songs. We'll get a fair amount of them in World 1, but we won't get the best ones until later. So, Galoof is trying to remember stuff here. Seeing Mage and Sid together, trying to remind him of things. And you'll remember that little girl from like very early on when Siren was like trying to tempt Galoof into giving up, but Galoof couldn't remember Kryl, the child. But he's having a little bit, he's remembering a bit more now. So Galoof is like, I'm from a different world. And everyone's like, what? Evil reawakening. X-Death. So he remembers why he's actually here now, which is what he was doing anyway, so it worked out. So he was part of like the original Light Hero Warriors, and they sealed away X-Death here on not their world. So we have to protect the crystals not only because they like keep the world alive, but they keep X-Death away. But Galoof can't remember everything. So he only remembers enough to know that we're doing the right thing. But not enough to actually help us with anything. So we all take a nap. We're just like, this ain't the best. So now we have a fire power ship, which is great. And we're gonna, like, pretty much immediately lose this. just to reiterate, we're gonna lose this pretty quickly. It's pretty funny. So we're gonna take the boat. And we're gonna go basically crash it. We can go explore the world at this point. But like I said, we're going to get the we're gonna get the airship pretty quickly, and we don't really need the other stuff in the other areas that quickly. Like we don't really need to worry about it. We have a boss ahead, but guess what? We can break rods on it, so it's not a big deal. So we're heading to that little moon-shaped island down there on the lower right-hand corner of the map. that is our goal, is to get over there. Am I on the right track? Not quite. It can be hard to keep track of where you are because there's a lot of nothing in this particular area. So we're gonna go to Crescent Island. We're gonna walk into town. And immediately we're gonna lose the ship, which is kinda sad. You're like, yeah, I just got this cool ship and it's sinking. Goodbye, ship. Oh man. We got in about 5 minutes ago and it's gone. It's just gone. I love it. So we're going to grab the magic. We're gonna grab the stuff we need. Which we need 2 of these. There's not really actually a lot to do here. They basically want you to move on pretty quickly because they're like, well, you're stuck on this island. It's not gonna get better. Go find out what you're supposed to do. That's what we're gonna do. There's only one other thing on this island, so we will be out of here pretty quickly. We will also get our other 2 classes here. So I'm gonna buy this harp in advance. I don't need to come back. I thought there was a magic shop here. Excuse me. Here we go. Okay. They only sell black magic, so we can't use black magic. We're gonna talk to the person a little bit farther away. They might have something for us. Minstrel's house. So, he gives us Party Marks, which is the one of our first songs. As a bard, it's important for us to get our songs. We need to play all the pianos in order to get Heroic Song, or whatever they call it in this version. And that'll allow us to incrementally increase our level, which is super good. I did miss a piano and waltz, so I'll need to go get it, we get the airship. But we won't be able to get that until World 3. When we get to World 3, we'll be able to do our final pianos. We're gonna go ahead and go to the Chocobo Forest right here. It's a Chocobo. Bard doesn't really care, he's gonna go catch it no matter what it is. He's a black Chocobo. So he immediately tries to make the Chocobo to fly, but things don't go too well. See, Ferris goes immediately to the Chocobo and everyone else goes to the bar. Ferris got the right idea. He didn't get it. So, the Chocobo here ate the 2 crystals that flew off on the other side of the world. Are we gonna pick them up, even though they're kinda gross? So we get Bard and Ranger. But now he can actually fly. Now we can get off the island, but we have to go tell Sinbad that we ruined their perfectly good airship. So we're gonna go to, I think it's Library of the Ancients that we go to. So, that's on the other side of the world again. But, yeah, so we're gonna go tell Sinbad we ruined all their hard work within like a day and a half of game time. I keep pressing the wrong button to check. Alright, we're in route. Black Chocobos can only land in forests, so, that's a thing. They can also go over mountains. I don't know why I was avoiding the mountain. So, there we go. Alright, we have a bard now. I need to actually, like, do the bard. We sank the ship, and they're like, oh, okay, whatever. Well, let's make another one. It's very impressive. I would not be like that if someone sank my ship. They're very nice. So, they found Karnak, and it looks like he went into the big desert. So, basically, we're trying to figure out, like, okay, so he was floating, apparently. That's not unusual. So we're gonna go check out the desert. Maybe we'll see him be inspired. Lena is very confused by all these events involving her father, knowing how to float and whatnot. So we're gonna go over to the desert, but first we're gonna need to get our party set up. We're gonna keep 2 bunks for now, because it's the best thing to do. We're gonna make Lena here our bard. So bards, they're similar to mages. They have decent magic power, but they have song magic as opposed to, normal magic. So, Mighty March, some of them are immediate effects, like Mighty March uses cast regen on people. Some of them are, recurring, continuous effects, so as long as the bard keeps singing, they'll keep gaining a stat. So, for example, they keep gaining, speed song, or speed song gives you more speed, and power song gives you power, like etc, etc. So, bards are really powerful in that aspect, that if they don't get hit by something, they can just keep singing indefinitely. And the final song they learn, which is called like Heroic Song or something like that, allows you to increase your level over time as long as you keep singing for the battle. So it's really, really helpful. And yeah, so well, that was not a good song. But so bards are super duper powerful. They're a really powerful utility, which will also make the monk better, because the ability to boost power and boost levels will keep us from having too many problems with doing damage. For any like extended battle, it'll help us a lot. That's really good. They don't have a lot of attack power, as you can see, though. So, we're kind of just left to the monks to do any actual damage. And we don't really have anything available for the time Mage in terms of attack power yet. We don't have Comet yet. Meteor won't be until World 3. I forget where we go in World 3 to get it too, so that's kind of not helpful. But we're gonna head to the desert. If there's not a turtle in the party, enemy lineup, there's no point in me fighting them, really. I do need to, knock out some turtles so that I can have some stuff for my, good stuff. Have some stuff for my Chemist later, because that is my final class. Go ahead and sing Mighty March. I got this guy first. We don't have 2 things attacking. Yeah, that wasn't too bad damage. So the sandworm's kind of a pain, but we shouldn't have any real difficulties. We just need to punch it, and we have to make sure not to hit any of the. So we'll be alright. It's not a big problem. Alright. Go ahead and keep the tent, and we're on our last tent. Gonna have to keep that in mind next time we're in a town. It's gonna be a bit, honestly, but we have cottages, and there's free healing along the way, so it's fine. Alright, so we're gonna fight the sandworm. Sandworm is not gonna be all that difficult. It's just punching it, and making sure that we don't punch it. We take one step and Galoof's like, eh. It's hopeless. We took a step and we got pushed back. So we're gonna... Yeah, so... It's a plan. So, we're gonna go out and save real quick so that we don't have to watch that cutscene again if I messed up. We are kind of running on low level, so, we definitely want to be kind of careful with certain things. Now, it says that you can actually use magic on the sandworm, but if you use, like, AoE magic, that's what they mean. Because, if you use a bunch of AoE magic, you'll take a lot of damage, and that's not the best. But as long as we're careful here, yeah, we'll be fine. He's gotta, like, not hit the holes. So, yeah, thanks. I'm gonna put up regen to help counteract the, HP leak he'll do. I'm gonna wait for him. Come on. We're gonna start hasting people. Quicksand does a small amount of damage but gives us HP leak, which is not the best. That's what the regen is for, to cancel out. Help cancel out that, dang it, game, really? So when you hit these, you take, dummy damage. That's why it sucks, because you have the HP leak, so that'll knock you out real quick. Alright, so let's get haste up. That's also why you need to be careful. It's usually best to wait until the sandworm moves before you attack it. You can tell the battle's all very laggy. I know you need to use a high potion on yourself. We can also attempt the breaks rods, but we will take damage doing so. However, this battle is taking a while, so I think it might be in my best interest to do it anyway. Buddy. Use my high potion on Ferris. And dead. Ferris is now dead. That's not good. At least I used it on Bart, so he needed the HP, or he needed healing the more than Lena did, so that's fine. Lena is going to get Galoof up. Galoof's gonna break another rod. It should help. When it's his turn. Not worried about people being dead because they only lose ability points at this point. Galoof's gonna die before I'm able to heal him. Force it. Things are getting a little dicey. I should have probably broke rods sooner. And maybe had 2 time mages instead. My plan unfortunately has not worked as well as I had hoped. Need to wait for him to move again. Bart's might be able to pull it off. Just barely. Hey Zircon, how are you doing? I think I just pronounced your name wrong. Uh-oh, I just attacked him. This is pretty much over. I am doing good. How are you doing this fine Monday night? You can do it, Bart. I believe in you. Nope. Bart cannot do it. Bart did not do it. Sad times to be had. But yeah, all we need to do, we just need to make 2 time mages instead. So we're gonna make Ferris a 2nd time mage, and we're gonna have them breaking rods even though we're not really supposed to. They'll be fine. Oh my god. You finished your triple triad cards. Oh my god. I'm like a third of the way there. It's so hard, dude. It's so hard. It's so painful. But I appreciate you stopping by and saying hello. Things are going well with the Fiesting for the most part. Just gotta get past the sandworm. But dang, like, you must have been collecting those cards before the mount got revealed. Cause, I kinda was, but kinda wasn't. I only got like 30% of the cards. Getting those cards is so painful. Wow, that's not bad at all. I think I had like 130 or something like that. I had a decent amount of cards, but not a ton of them. And I still haven't really gotten to grinding them out yet, because I wanted to get the tombstones first. I got all the tombstones, and I haven't really been playing. Alright, so we're gonna bust some frost rods over his head, and I think this will go better than trying to punch him. Punching wasn't working, so we're gonna do this instead. And we're just gonna take the gravities as they come. And we're gonna hope that we can just out-damage the gravities coming in. Yeah, I have some really good cards. It makes it, like, I have, like, some decent 5-star cards and whatnot, and it does make it a lot easier. I just wish the drop rate, like, when you're fighting... There we go. I really wish, like, the drop rate when you beat, like, other triple triad players was so low, because, like, it really hurts. You can use a, high potion on bars, so I don't want anyone dying. But, yeah, that's the main thing that gets me, is that, like, it's so low of a drop rate for some of those cards. You can get, like, a whole weekly, like, triple triad thing done on one guy and still not get the card you wanted. It's very mean. Very not nice. How much HP does this guy have? 3,000. So... this is getting to be a bit painful, but another round of rods will allow us to win. With a couple punches in here to make sure we actually hit the damage threshold for 3k. Lena might die. Lena's gonna die. Whew. Lena did not die. Amazing. 1 HP. Lena kept herself alive. I definitely want I definitely want whoever the bard is to get all of their, what do you call it? Their, ability points, because I want as many people to master bard and chemist as possible. If I can do that. I'm really used to the randomizer. I don't know how likely mastering classes even is. You'll be fine, Galoof. Just use your Thunder Rod. We should be good. We are not good. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, he's dead. Okay, cool. Game scared me for a moment. Alright, I can go into the desert now. Very good. So, we're gonna head into the desert because, we saw that King Tycoon is there and we're like, ooh. But we need to, save real quick because there are random encounters in the desert. So we don't want to die. We're in a really bad way. No one died during the battle, but like it's not gonna be pretty if we die in the desert itself, because I don't want to do that battle again. I also don't think we need to fight the sand bears, but we're probably gonna have to. So let me make Ferris a monk again. Put her back in the front row. And go ahead and get through this area. I always forget how to actually get through this area. Dang, dude. This bear just like really got me. You can see that the damage of the monk is already starting to drop off a bit, which is really unfortunate because we don't really have any physical damage with this Forge out Fiesta. We're kind of just left up to having the monk do things, and we're already having trouble with the monk doing things. Like, we're having trouble beating the sand bear to the point that I'm just gonna run away from it. Like, this actually isn't going well at all. Okay, maybe we won't run away, I don't know. There we go. I want to make sure to get it right way so that we don't do all this. Nope, we don't want to fight whatever that is. Goodbye. 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 Stop fighting Ferris and run. Oh my god, everyone's already almost dead. It's pretty rough. Bye, Bart. You tried. Dang, game, please let me run. It's kind of bad. Come on, y'all. I don't have hide yet, so it's kind of not it. Oh my god. Galoof, get away, please. Thank you. So, this ain't great. I really don't want to use my, stats of Phoenix down, so... we're gonna hope that we can get out of whatever's next. Run, Galoof. Run faster. Oh, they're running away. Even better. We are running away from each other. Alright. So it's actually not far to free healing. So we're gonna try. We're gonna try to like just get there. Uh-oh. I'm in the desert. We're gonna do some quick save abuse just to get there. We're gonna get rid of these encounters so that we can just get there. Whoop. drop my controller. So we can just get there and not use a cottage, because cottages are pretty expensive. And yeah, so so I can like save a little money. I'd rather do this than use a cottage, I guess. This should get us there. Yeah, there we go. So one thing I learned about this is that the game makes you run around in a huge circle trying to find King Cocoon. And he's like, oh, he's over there. And you're like supposed to follow him the whole way. Which is super frustrating, but you can just like... Oh, you can't just come up here. I thought you could. Or maybe you have to like see him over here. You have to see him in a second place, and then he'll walk over there. So I think you have to like go in here. I always hate this part, because I never know where to go. Tycoon, there. Where are you? And it's like you're playing hide and go seek with King Tycoon. Clearly everything is fine and normal. One moment. I have a spam text message. That's new. Alright. So now I think we can come up here. There we go. So we come up here and we're like, hey, it's you! And Ferris is like, oh, you're my father. And we're like, what? And then that happens, so you know. And Ferris and Lena have this thing. It's very nice. They're like, yay, we love each other. Galoof is like trapped in another part of the ruins. So they're like, yeah, let's just leave Galoof behind. We don't know where he is. Galoof is not happy about this. They're like, sorry. So we were gonna leave it behind totally. Like, completely. So we just like walk on a thing because we're not very smart. And we get teleported. Somewhere. We get teleported to near Crystal Island. But in doing so, it kind of made whatever tech that was here like really unstable. And we're like, ah, no, this is bad. So, we're back somewhere near Crescent Island. We don't exactly know where. Meanwhile, the Black Chocobo's like... Black Chocobo brings Cinnamon into the forest. Because we asked them to take care of the Black Chocobo for us, and they just like brought him home without thinking about the fact that maybe they needed to get somewhere else. So we're stuck in this weird area. And we're just kind of like, huh, this is strange. But there's an inn here, a free rest up. And there's some treasure that we need to get. But thankfully it's pretty easy to get the treasure. Very helpful that it's easy. So normally what you do, you press, normally what you'll do is press yes and then it won't work. But and then it'll make you go on like this long journey. But what you do is you just press no and then press yes and you skip the stupid puzzle. The really, really rude puzzle. So we're gonna pull a switch here, which is gonna cause a bunch of stuff to happen, and Sid and Midard is gonna fall. There's a lot of circumstances happening. The Chocobo's like, huh, that was weird. Before this next battle, we are going to make Ferris a time mage. We have another battle in which we want to abuse rods. This one we want, this one's pretty weak to thunder. So we're just gonna use a few thunder rods on it and it's just gonna fall down. Looks like this party right here. This is not a difficult, this is not a difficult battle, so we'll be fine. And we're like, huh. It's like we found our boat and then there's propellers on this one and we're like, what's going on? There's all this stuff going on with the boat, like Sid and Bit are here and we're like, oh. So we're underneath Crescent Island. The Sid kids kind of walked off. So this place must have been built by the ancients. And this propeller Sid. So, like, Sid ran off. Hot diggity dang. Serious, I love him. Don't bother me, boyo. So, you know, Sid just like hit something with his run, so now we have an airship. Phew. Voila, airship. Now that we have an airship, we're gonna do some things. Oh, we need to talk to Sid, not Mid. Before we talk to Sid, we have to make sure that we're ready for a battle. By that case, I mean I need to take a drink of water. Alrighty. So we have to beat a boss real quick. Like, what's this thing? It's an airship! But there's something on the airship. This is a monster vibing. We're like, creeping crawdads. So we need to get rid of it real quick, because it can't hitch a ride with us. Sorry. We'll go ahead and sing Marty March. I like how bad, how bad the song sounds on PVA. It's really funny, because it sounds pretty normal on SNES. So we just one-shot it. Yay! We did it! We got a bow, which we'll go ahead and sell. But cheese, biscuits, and mashed potatoes. What? So we're now gonna have the airship, which is great, and we're gonna go do some cleanup with songs and story before anything crazy happens. So the game doesn't really tell you where to go next, but if you go back nearby the area we were, like that city, the flying ruins will lift up, and then we'll have our next task. Now we don't need to do that right now. We need to go grab some songs. We need to go grab some pianos, and we're gonna go ahead and get our items worked out. Once we're done with all that, we're gonna go ahead and quit for the day. It's such a weird angle. I'm just not used to it. But we're gonna start with whoa. I mean, move fast. We're gonna start by coming here. This is Licks. This is Bart's hometown. So we can get some stuff for cheap here, thankfully. We can only buy a student here, which is kind of like, well, we don't need that, so. But we're gonna go ahead and, remember the past a bit. Remember Bart's past. The bard here is like, yeah, oh, this used to be your house, that's neat. You can look around if you want, which is kind of weird. Think about, like, if I went to my childhood place and knocked on the door, I don't really think, whoever was there would let me in to look around for no reason. Bart also used to have, like, teal hair. Now he doesn't. Weird. So Stella is sick. But, Dorgan has to leave pretty often. There's only one bed in this house, by the way. But, so Stella is sick with some kind of mysterious illness that no one really knows about. So Thorgan's gonna sneak off again because beating up bad guys is more important than family. I don't know. They don't really explain if he's actually a mercenary or if he's just making sure the seals of Exdeath are taken care of. But Dorgan was about to leave and then Stella basically, like, died right then. First off, we get Alluring Area, which is a very powerful song. A little depressing, but you know. So there's more to do in this town, but we're gonna raid the shops first, and then we're gonna sleep at the inn for a little bit more cutscene act. I like cutscenes, right? But things are on sale here, so we wanna stock up on things while we can. Because this is gonna help us with some of the stuff we have to deal with that we really can't, like, sell. Only the item shop, though. The rest of these people, they're like, we don't really care. But we're gonna take this chance to sell something. Can't use these bows. So we got rid of those. Get rid of this flame scroll. These drink items, they're gonna be useful, so we're gonna keep them. Green beret and ninja suit. 2 helpful items for our monk. Go ahead and sell these so that we can barely afford. Always good to have additional things to equip on the monk because this is nothing that we can really do for them. The only thing we can really do for them to help protect power is occasion up later, but we don't have that yet. So we're gonna go rest at the inn, but first make sure there's not a piano here. I feel like there's a piano in Licks, it's kinda weird. Out of the way. We have to go to Walls for a piano. Is there... hold on, I get the check guide I'm using actually. There's a piano in Zach Cole. There's a piano in Wells that we have to get. We have to get an history. Okay, so basically there's not a piano here, but we're gonna rest at the inn. We get free heals here. But we also have a cutscene. So we're gonna go through that cutscene. We're gonna go around the world, get our songs. We don't have any money for rods. We do need to restock, so that means more wild neck fights. And then we're basically good to go to the story. But we're gonna stop before I do the grind. Slash the turtle cell find. So Bart is out here at night, at this grave. Oh, Ferris. Meet my mom. They're very, sarcastic, weird. Mom passed on when I was still young. After that, I traveled with Dad. But he got real sick, too. So, his dad died 3 years ago. I always wanted to be buried here with Mom. But, assumedly he wasn't able to because he was far away. And then Ferris is like gonna make it about herself. And she's like, wow, I wish I had a dad. And he's kind of like, Ferris, don't do that, Ferris. Don't make it about you. That's everything in Lick. So, let's go get that piano on a waltz before I forget. Because I already forgot one. God, this angle is so weird compared to the SNES. I forgot to play the piano. Not here. Is there a pub? Oh heck, no wonder I forget to play the piano. I don't know where it is offhand. Probably over here somewhere. There's a piano on the walls, right? Like, I thought there was. I didn't do the Kerwin, or the Carwin piano. Relatively certain I did. Yeah, there's not a piano in waltz. I don't know what I'm... Well, we'll double check the one in Carwin. I think I got it, but I'm not 100% sure. So let's go do it. Just in case. Game, really? Yeah, getting pretty good. Also, I did not play that piano. That is good. I'm getting there with the pianos. We're gonna get a history next and get another piano and a song there. 3 is up down here. Maybe? Oh. I can also see if any good up the armor. Those rings are helpful. The 50k apiece is difficult to really do anything with, so yeah. So we already have all the time magic, so nothing new to get here, unfortunately. I'm not sure where exactly the piano is. Is there anything to raid? Nope. So we're gonna go ahead and try and find the piano. There is the piano. A little kid. That's cute. I do not want to talk to that guy. He will just go on and on about stuff. Doing good. We're just grabbing some song stuff. We're just grabbing our bard songs. Is there? No, there is not a piano history. I keep like trying to, or not remembering what song it is. Alright, Romeo's Ballad, very nice. Hello, person. Yeah, I already knew about that. Alright, so we need to go to Zach for the piano. I keep forgetting where the pianos are. Now we're gonna pass by the Bronca area on purpose so that I don't need to watch the cutscene right now. Get our piano. Should be the 5th one. Haven't really missed any, except for the one in Carwin. I went and got that. Getting there. Alright, so we got another piano. Let's see what's in here, and then we're gonna go ahead and, yeah, I did the one in Tool already. Thankfully. Money, no! I still don't have the money. Yeah, it's so easy to forget. It really is. Alright, we got like exactly enough money for a safe surplus here. Nope. Game, please. Controller, please. Alright. I don't expect there to be anything that I really need here. Mage masters are kind of okay, but not really anything I want. So, at this point we need to grind money in order to, restock our rods and restock our, item supplies, like tents and whatnot. But I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. It's been 3.5 hours, and I made really good progress. And it's a weeknight, so I need to kind of get to bed somewhat soon. Trying to find Lamias so you can steal their tiara. That's a good idea. I am not good at stealing anything. I know I could get like a thieves knife at some point and steal stuff, but I'm not sure if I want to do that. But yeah, gonna go ahead and call the stream here. I appreciate y'all coming by to be with me during the start of my Fiesta. Tomorrow I'll be back. I'm gonna try to do the rest of my qualifier seeds for the randomizer tournament. At least 2 of them, if not all 3. And then I'm gonna be off until the weekend. It's my birthday weekend this weekend. So I might stream a lot, I may stream a little, I may not stream at all. I haven't decided yet. I'll just decide when it's, you know, the day of. You finished... You finished... Oh, you finished the seeds. Yeah. Like... I want to get them done so that I don't have to think about them. I don't have to think about the tournament until next month, and I can just, like, focus on the Fiesta. That's what I'm... Like, I want to get that done, worked out. Yeah, you have a good night as well, and thank you for the happy birthday wishes. So I'm gonna go ahead and put up the, stream ending screen, and we're gonna go raid someone. Gonna go raid someone. Right now. Let's see. We are just, we're gonna go over to RPG Limit Break because they're doing the Quest for Glory, marathon right now. So we're just gonna pop in and enjoy that. So, yeah, y'all have a great evening, and, I'll see you all tomorrow. Once I remember how to raid a thing. Very bad at raiding things. Alright, start raid. So yeah, we're gonna go hop over there, watch some RPG speedruns, and y'all have a great evening. I'll see y'all next time.